a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show.
Welcome to the Dynamic Hour. Again, another opportunity that you and I have to talk, to speak about the issues that we are confronted by. And most importantly, we must continue to promote our party, defend our party, promote our government, and defend our government. I want to encourage those on Facebook to please share the live. Those on YouTube, do the same thing. Share the live. I want to say to you that today I will be replaying the Prime Minister's presentation in Toronto at that gala event. It was a bumper event, sold out, rampack, and it speaks volumes for everyone, everywhere. The young government of our beloved Prime Minister, the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, continue to receive the love and high ratings. People just want to be there in his presence and his team wherever they go. I want to commend the NDC administration. I think they have, they have shown more appreciation, far more appreciation for the people in the diaspora than any other government, because they see the people in the diaspora as a part of Grenada, as some may say, the 16th constituency. And from what I understand, there will be a desk and an office, more or less, set up for diaspora affairs. And I understand my good friend Terry Forrester will be heading that that whole undertaking, right? I think he will be, the point person or the ambassador for diaspora affairs, or that connection between the diaspora and Grenada. I want to congratulate him, right? Terry is my boy, and he has always been my good friend, Terry Forrester. I was really pleased when I heard that was mentioned there. Also, my good friend Kennedy Roberts, I know he too will be responsible for a very significant, you'll be assigned with a very significant task, right? The Sustainable Development Goals. I think he will be the point person for that too. So these two individuals, I want to congratulate them. I want to applaud them, because I believe they have always served Grenada with excellence. So Terry Forrester, big up your whole self, right? Terry's a genuine camper, and I've always said that over and over and over again. He has always been there working extremely hard, cost it what it may. And I've always said that to people. Terry is sincere about Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique, and I want to, big up Terry in a big, in a open way, because he has always been working extremely hard for party and country, and he being that conduit, that connecting, force between the diaspora and Grenada. I think it augurs well. So thumbs up to Terry, and also to my good friend Kennedy Roberts, right? And last night, Terry and I, we were together. I was just trying to get something here, but I'm not able to get it. Let me just try to get out of here. All right?
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation.
Right. I just wanted to show you this picture, and it bleeds my heart when you have good things happening, and there are some people in the society who don't love good things. They don't want good for Grenada, and as a result, they are willing to vandalize. They are willing to damage anything that is good, and you're seeing it playing out with the lights that were placed in the bus sheds, or as we say, the bus stop, right, where you have a bus shed. What the Honorable Andy Williams and the government of Grenada did were at least place a couple lights, solar lights, in some of those sheds, right? So they're lit during the nighttime. I mean, people were really surprised when they saw nearly all the bus stops, right, with the shed lit, particularly in the south and in the tongue and so on. I think they're going around the country, but people never expected that, right? Because you go to get a bus in the night and it's really dark in those places, and then you see, what they're doing to the lights. It bleeds your heart. It makes you wonder, right? How could a Grenadian who loved Grenada destroy the lights? And the lights not even what? What? A month, 2 months old? Only recently, maybe even less than that. Recently, they installed those lights, solar lights and so on the bus sheds. It's really, really sad. But I've always said, not everyone on the project site really wants to see the project complete, right? Or on the job, on the work, to really do work, to get things done. There are people who will come on the job pretending that they want to see the job complete or the work finish, right? They come to obstruct, they come to stand in the way. That is why I call them obstructionists. That is why I call them haters of progress, enemies of progress. They don't want good things to happen for Grenada, and I think it's a call to uh, activists and pundits who speak on behalf of political parties. Right? You have to know that the people who are listening to you may do these things, right? You may not tell them to do it, but because of the rhetoric, because you all have been very negative when it comes to Grenada, Carrick, and P.T. Martinique transforming, developing, very, very negative. You see good things happening, and you still continue to throw hate out there, and bitterness, and misinformation and propaganda and so on, which is really dangerous. But I am simply saying, one has to think about it for a moment. How on earth will a patriotic Grenadian not just even think about doing these things? So you have to be very careful. You have podcasts, you have programs, you call certain programs, and you throw the hate, the bitterness. Yes, election came and it gone. You were defeated, just move on from there. Let us work together to develop Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. That is what we need to do. Let's develop this place. But you're not doing that. You continue to just make your supporters and people out there believe that hell is coming down. Everything is about to crash when Grenadians are happy and things are happening for our people. So you have to be very, very mindful of that. It scares me when I see these things, because Grenada belongs to all of us. All of us. The lights and so on at the bus sheds, and that's really good. It's a good initiative. But you have people already start destroying it. And it says something about a segment of our population. Right? You could bring all kind of good things to them. They will still destroy it. They will still mash it up. They will still wreck it. That is why I say to people, some of these folks cannot change. You're going to try, but they can't. So they're accustomed using a pit latrine. You try to bring a flushable toilet to them. They would mash it up. They would mash up the toilet, the bowl, the tank, the everything, the pipe, the sink. They would mash it up. And that is what I know. You say to these people, look, I'm doing this to improve your life and the life of your children and children. They just can't understand. You see, to unlearn these people, it will take some time, because you have to unlearn them. Huh? You have to go through that process of removing what they have in them, their mindset, their everything. You got to remove that. It's not just educating them, You have to unlearn them. Take out what they have in their brain, in their mind, and start from scratch. That is the only way these people could really make a little change. Other than that, they are accustomed with their old ways, right? So vandalizing these things, they believe that they are doing something wrong to the government. That is what's going on, So they're going to damage these things thinking that they're doing something. They're going to harm somebody in the government. It's stupid, to say the least. These things were installed for your good and the good of your community. Why would you destroy it? Why would you damage it? Right? It's really, really sad. And I hope that they can install some cameras and so on, right? And or they can look at camera footages from business places close by to catch the culprit. We need to reach to that level. The footage of these things must be available at certain spots where you could go back and look at it. Come on, we could do better than that. We could do better than that. So the Honorable, our beloved Prime Minister, the most Honorable Deacon Mitchell, he will be going to the United Kingdom, right? Sometime in November. He will be going to the United Kingdom. I think November the 4th. I think it's the 4th. November the 4th, I think. Saturday, November the 4th. I think, let me check. Saturday. Let me get that here for you first. Yes, Saturday, November the 4th. So he will be in the United Kingdom, and you would hear me talking some more about that. In fact, the flyer is already on my Facebook page. So we'll be hearing some more about that, right, as we move along. So he completed, today they have the town hall meeting in Toronto. And after that, the next big thing would be the United Kingdom, because he went to the United States already, Canada, then the United Kingdom, right? So things are happening. Things are happening for the party. Things are happening for the government. So folks, at this point in time, let me feature the address that our Prime Minister made in Toronto.
Thank you very much. Good night, Toronto. I want to make sure that you're hearing me. Good night, Toronto. If I had any doubt, and I didn't, I am absolutely feeling the love. Thank you very much. Please. I love you too. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight. And I want to thank all of you for coming out, for supporting this event, for supporting the government and the people of Grenada, for supporting the National Democratic Congress, and for supporting us and what has been an incredible, intense, gratifying, successful, and rewarding journey thus far. Permit me to recognize the head table by recognizing our Honorable Joseph Andel, the Member of Parliament for St. Patrick West, and our Minister for Foreign Affairs, Export and Trade. Mr. Zia Rahman, who is Grenada's Consul General to United Arab Emirates in Dubai, and Mrs. Rahman. And I want to take the opportunity to recognize his dad as well, who has been a stalwart of the National Democratic Congress. And despite his longevity, is still going. He's the Assistant General Secretary for St. George and the Southern Zone of the NDC in Grenada. Ms. Dawn Francois, Honorary Consul General for Grenada in Toronto. Mr. Jerry Hopkin, Consul General Designate for Grenada in Toronto. And Ms. Andrea St. Bernard, Treasurer of the National Democratic Congress. And she's here more in her capacity as Treasurer of the National Democratic Congress, because this event really is your contribution towards the National Democratic Congress establishing a resource center. And I want to spend a little time talking about this because I want to give a little historical context of why we want to do this. Grenada has two main political parties, one in government now and one in opposition, which has been in government for a long time. But if you look at the history of Grenada, and we're celebrating our 50th anniversary of independence in 2024, and I want to use the opportunity to let you know we will have a huge diaspora homecoming for the 50th anniversary of our independence. And so I look forward to seeing all of you in Grenada. But we need our political parties to be institutions that go beyond a general election. We need them to be institutions that will encourage the next generation of Grenadians to want to get involved in public service, to want to get involved in political activity. We need them to believe in democracy, individual liberty, freedom of choice, respect for the views of other persons, and inclusivity, as well as diversity. But we are not going to be able to do so if our institutions don't have a home, don't have a place or a resource center that our citizens can use, socialize, come together, have an event like this, engage in learning, debate. We currently don't have this home. Not just the NDC, the opposition party as well, which has been in power for the better part of almost quarter century, does not even have a resource center or a place to call home. And we think it's important, if we are going to begin to distinguish ourselves and to get the next generation of Grenadians to believe in democracy, to believe in public service, to believe in volunteerism, that we need to demonstrate to them that we are prepared to leave something behind for them. And one of that is, in fact, the resource center. So it is not just for a political party, but it's for the entire nation. And so I'm extremely pleased that you took the time out. I know it's Canada Day, and so happy Canada Day to all of you, to be here with us today and to contribute to the building of our resource center. So thank you once again. You deserve a hearty round of applause. So now for the most scripted part of my presentation. fellow Grenadians, friends of Grenada, wannabe Grenadians, good evening and welcome. The opportunity to be here tonight, sharing this celebratory evening with all of you, is truly an honor. I must express sincere gratitude to Mr. and Mrs. Nurse and the Toronto chapter and friends for the warm hospitality extended to my delegation and for the care taken to plan and host this exceptional gala. So Robert and the team, you deserve all of the praise and commendation, because I know this has not been an easy journey. I know there have been many sleepless nights, many ups and downs, perhaps even flaring of tempers every now and then. But at the end of the day, when I walked in here this evening, I could feel the energy, I can feel the excitement, and all of you are looking absolutely spectacular. So, looking around this evening, I'm filled with inspiration and hope. Your presence here tonight did not happen by accident. You chose to be here. Thank you. Every individual here made a choice to take an active interest in the affairs of your homeland, a choice to channel your energy towards a cause that you believe in, and a choice to contribute towards nation building. I thank you all for choosing to be with us tonight and for your continued support as we seek to implement the transformative changes we envision for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. I will spend a little time reporting on our 1 year in office. We are here tonight in the vibrant city that is Toronto to celebrate a significant milestone in our political journey. Our 1 year anniversary as a government. As I address you, I'm reminded of the values that have propelled our movement forward. Values rooted in justice, equality, and progress. These core principles, enshrined in the National Democratic Congress's manifesto, serve as our guiding light on this transformative path. Our team came to the fore because we were tired of the status quo. We were tired of the failed policies, the bankrupt ideas, and the little or low implementation rates. We firmly believe, and still do believe, that our Grenadian people deserve better. "12 months into office, I'm happy to report that we have successfully delivered on several of our campaign promises to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. When we made those promises, many call them pie in the sky. But my response was then, and still is, that it was going to be pie in your plate. We knew then, and we know now, that honoring those commitments would make a marked difference to the lives of many hardworking Grenadians. And this is just a snapshot. In 1 year, we returned the salaries to our teachers and other public servants that were vindictively docked by the former administration. It was a promise made and a promise kept. we provided significant relief to our nation's parents by removing school fees in pre-primary, primary, and secondary schools. And come this September, we will be removing school fees at the tertiary level at the T.A. Marshall Community College and the new life organization known as NULO. A promise made and a promise we have kept. Further, we will move to make the necessary legislative change to make sure that no child in Grenada leaves school before they are 18 years old. To ensure that our children are adequately prepared to meaningfully contribute to our society before leaving school. We paid the retroactive pensions and gratuity to our deserving public sector retirees who are unjustly denied their legally entitled rights, some for almost 40 years. The total payment was estimated at $75 million. It was a promise we made and a promise we kept. We began bi-monthly payments of salaries and emoluments for government workers and pensioners to assist in addressing cash flow challenges and to increase the volume of business transactions in the economy. It was a promise made and another promise kept. We have successfully completed a collaborative review of the minimum wage in Grenada. The report is in, and we intend to increase the minimum wage for many of the sectors where the minimum wage is woefully inadequate. We have partnered with internet service provider Flow to launch the JUMP program to establish a network of free wireless access points throughout our communities and tourism sites and recreational parks. Additionally, the program will provide to 1,500 unconnected households in Grenada with subsidized internet access at only EC $20 per month. But not only will they have internet access, a device will also be provided to each household and the necessary training to bring these households which have been left out of the internet into the 21st century. We've established the Grenada Office of Creative Affairs, which seeks to create an enabling environment for the development and growth of the creative and cultural industry in Grenada. It was a promise we made and a promise we have kept. Additionally, in the first year, we successfully launched Grenada's first creative industries symposium, Unleash. We've retained and cleaned up the support for education, empowerment, and development program known as SEED, which allowed for the inclusion of 500 new cases to the program. And as you know, the SEED program is one of our critical safety net programs that seeks to provide cash transfers to vulnerable homes while at the same time ensuring that these homes are empowered to move on and come out of the poverty bracket. We have taken and will continue to take steps to address the skills gaps in schools, introducing skills training in primary schools. We have improved the infrastructure of many of our nation's secondary schools and provided several training and scholarship opportunities for our young people. We have implemented over the last year several cost of living initiatives, such as lowering of the cost of fuel at the pumps to make it easier for citizens to meet their daily commitments and capping the freight on imported goods to pre-COVID-19 levels. We have also successfully moved the needle on several other campaign promises, and we plan to bring these to bear in the coming months. We have learned in our first year of government that everything we aspire to as a nation is possible once we, as leaders and as citizens, are willing to work together to achieve it. So what is the role of the diaspora in this transformative agenda? The active engagement of our diaspora communities is crucial to the government's transformation agenda. Our manifesto serves as a roadmap for the progress, equality, and prosperity for all Grenadians, both at home and abroad. It outlines our commitment to inclusive governance and to leveraging our collective capacity to achieve success. You, the Grenadian diaspora here in Toronto, is a shining example of the strength and the resilience of our people. Your contributions to various sectors, including education, healthcare, business, have not only enriched your lives, but has also proven to be a driving force behind Grenada's advancement. By way of example, in 2020 alone, total remittances flowing to Grenada from the diaspora through the two main money transfer operations in Grenada amounted to over 200 million EC dollars. We appreciate the immense importance that these remittances hold for our economy and for our people. And the World Bank estimates that your remittances make up 5% of Grenada's gross domestic product. However, we also recognize that the added value that members of our diaspora community can contribute to our society through increased engagement and knowledge sharing. As our resident international community, we value the significant role you play as ambassadors for our culture, heritage, and aspirations. And we also see you as critical stakeholders in our shared future. Many of you will love to spend more time at home, whether on vacation or in your retirement. But the deterioration of our critical sectors over the years, especially healthcare, has created some hesitancy in this regard. As we move into 2 years and the third and the fourth, and as we delved into conceptualization and implementation of our many major projects, healthcare is one such fundamental pillar. And so when we talk about the need to have a state-of-the-art teaching hospital or affordable Grenadian-style houses and the establishment of a modern public library and resource center, we eagerly look forward to your input, your expertise, and your support in these projects. As Mrs. Jeremiah spoke about tonight, the Grenada Diaspora Advisory Council, or GDAC, was created in the past year to serve as a link for government in the diaspora. The council is comprised of Grenadian professionals with expertise in their respective fields and serves to provide advice on government's transformational programs. I invite you to consider joining this network of Grenadians in the diaspora, which provides an avenue to directly support our development initiatives. As a political organization, we recognize that it is not just the government alone that can shape the destiny of our country. We depend on you as members of the 16th constituency of Grenada to partner with us in doing so. And that partnership also includes your presence here tonight. And so your support for this gala and our resource center is critical to the longevity and the continued growth of the National Democratic Congress, nurturing a culture of political activism and youth involvement in nation building. So your presence and your contributions tonight will go towards ensuring the actualization of this vision. I also extend a special invitation to each person here tonight to play an active role in the engagement, the management, and the support of not just the National Democratic Congress, but the government of Grenada. As members of the diaspora, you bring diverse perspectives, experiences, and knowledge that can enrich the political discourse and the decision-making process in Grenada. Active participation also ensures that the valued voices of our diaspora community are heard, and that our membership is inclusive and representative of all citizens, regardless of their geographic location. Grenada is teeming with opportunities. These opportunities are waiting to be nurtured and explored. You, the citizens in the diaspora, hold a wellspring of knowledge, expertise, and resources that can propel Grenada's development to new heights. We need your investments. We need your expertise. And we need your guidance to take our nation to the next level. By investing in Grenada, you will not only create economic growth, but you will also contribute to the well-being of our people. Your investments can create jobs, stimulate innovation, and improve the lives of fellow citizens. As a government, we are actively considering proposals to encourage diaspora involvement in our domestic economic development, particularly in terms of promoting entrepreneurship and attracting foreign investment. We have recently appointed Mr. Terry Forrester as the Ambassador for Diaspora Affairs. His appointment reflects our commitment to strengthening the relationship with our diaspora communities. The Diaspora Desk, led by Mr. Forrester, is expected to become more active in fostering collaboration and exploring opportunities for diaspora involvement. I therefore extend a heartfelt invitation to each and every one of you here present tonight to be part of Grenada's transformation. Embrace the opportunity to invest in our nation and to nurture its potential. But I want to encourage you to go beyond financial investments and consider transferring your knowledge through mentorship. Many of you have acquired valuable skills and expertise during your time in Canada. And by sharing that knowledge with aspiring Grenadian entrepreneurs, professionals, and students, you can uplift our entire nation. Your guidance and mentorship can help bridge the gap between theory and practice, opening doors of opportunity for the next generation of Grenadian leaders. To aid in this process, our government will establish programs and initiatives that connect interested members of the diaspora with aspiring individuals in Grenada. We will create mentorship networks, organize workshops, and facilitate partnerships that enable knowledge transfer and collaboration. We genuinely look forward to your participation in making these initiatives a success. By leveraging the power of mentorship, we can nurture talent, foster innovation, and create a culture of success that permeates all sectors of Grenadian society. And as we approach our 50th anniversary of independence, we anticipate a significant homecoming and diaspora participation in various activities throughout the year. My friends, if you have not yet started planning for this momentous occasion in Grenada's history, I suggest you begin to do so in earnest. A special committee, which includes a representative from each parish and the diaspora, has been appointed to organize and manage this extended celebration, with activities scheduled to commence in September 2023, and they will continue throughout the entire year of 2024. And so I want to indicate that this 50th anniversary marks a significant milestone in the history and the trajectory of Grenada. I was not alive when Grenada gained its independence. And so I'm privileged to be leading the country at this significant milestone. Grenada, despite its size, has punched way above its weight politically, socially, culturally, and it is important for us to appreciate the many success stories of Grenadians, both at home and in the diaspora. There are countries that are 100 times the size of Grenada's population and its size, but they have not produced a Miss World. They have not produced a 400 meters gold, silver, and bronze Olympic medalist. They have not produced a world double champion javelin. So it's important for us to celebrate, to appreciate, and to tell our collective stories of resilience, perseverance, determination, and excellence. And so I want to encourage you not just to return home, but to be part of the diaspora celebrations in Canada, in the United States, in the United Kingdom, and elsewhere that will mark the 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence. I'm here tonight because of you. It is your support, it is your advocacy, it is your prayers that has led to the change which took place 1 year ago in Grenada. And though the change might have been long in coming, nothing happens before its time. And so I want to say to you that on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, it is with a profound sense of gratitude and humility that I stand before you to recommit and to repledge that I will do my best to ensure that the pride, the excitement, the energy that you felt 1 year ago and that you feel in this room tonight remains a constant throughout the next 4 years of our government in office. We deserve better. You have chosen to ensure that the next generation of Grenadians can once more feel proud to be Grenadian and can once more take part without fear of intimidation, without fear of victimization in the public life of Grenada. And so, for your choice, your support, I'm eternally grateful. And so I want to conclude by saying this. If ever you doubt the power of the individual, if ever you doubt the power of standing up for what is right, if ever you doubt that you can make a difference in your individual life and the collective life of others, my presence here today should remind you not to succumb to that doubt. It only takes the courage of one, and that courage of one can spread like COVID. And so we need that courage. We need that courage to continue spreading. We need you to not just be active in the life of Grenada, but we also need you to be active in the life of Canada. Because I can assure you, if the Grenadian diaspora in Canada is strong, Canada is strong. If the Grenadian diaspora in Canada is strong, Grenada is strong. And if both Grenada and Canada are strong, then collectively we are stronger together. So, Mr. Andal, if you don't mind, I'd like to propose a toast to our fantastic guests here tonight. I hope everyone has a glass in their hands or close by. So, to you, the beautiful people in here tonight, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your prayers. Thank you very much for your encouragement. And I want to say hip hip. Hip hip hip. Hip hip hip. Thank you very much. And there's a big space on the dance floor, so I look forward to seeing you guys dancing. Thank you.
Yes, folks, so you heard it there from our beloved Prime Minister. And boy, oh boy, that gala was a bumper one. It was off the chain. A lot of people went out there to be a part of this love. And I call it love, just one love experience with our beloved Prime Minister and also the Honorable Joseph Andal, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. All right, that's really, really, really good. And look, everywhere the Prime Minister goes, people want to be there. They want to be around him. So let us continue to promote what he continue to do for our country and his team. All right. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I'll be back with you tomorrow, God's willing, from 8 a.m. And again, congratulations to my good partner, Terry Forrester, and also my good friend, Kennedy Roberts. All right? Great things are ahead for you both. And, I want to big up my good partner, Junior George. Many times people don't see the person behind the scenes doing certain things. I want to really big up Junior George. I think he's doing an excellent, excellent job in, showcasing Grenada to the world. He was there at that gala, and thanks to him, we were able to see this whole thing, right? I want to thank Junior George, right? You continue, my brother, to do great things, all right? So, folks, take good care and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Bye for now, bye for now, bye for now. Take good care.
So come let us work hand in hand because